Hello everybody, Dave here for the next instalment of Dave Gets Wood, and I need to crack my back, but it's not going to. Okay, so we're still working on the table. We're moving on to the second half of the underside to tidy that up, so there's no point hanging about. I'm going to crack straight on with it. So, to begin with, we've got this bit to tidy up. It's nowhere near as deeply affected as the other end was, but we have got a bit here which could just do with smooth carving up to smooth it out. We've got a little bit here which needs a bit taken out, so that can probably then be filled. So it doesn't look like there's too much to do on this side, thankfully, but we'll see how we get on. And like I've been saying, when I strip this table with a chemical, it will clearly show up if there's other areas that need carving. There are quite a few bits that are going to need filling. There's quite a few holes on this side, to be honest, that will need filling. Careful there. And I think we're in for some nasty weather in the next week or so. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the table outside in the near future, in like the very near future, to be able to strip it. But as long as I can get it up to that point, then at least I'm ready to go with it. Don't too deep there, boy. There's quite a bit of wood still left on there, but I think I might leave that for. What I was going to say, I'll leave it for taking off with a chemical because it's only held on with glue, but I would prefer to get it off there. Just remember as well, I do need to still Dremel some of the pins, don't I? So I need to make sure I do that before I turn the table over to check the other side. Keep digging in way too deep there. Make sure there are no splits in there, which clearly there still is. Bloody hell. I was just thinking, people used to make canoes in a similar process to this. They would carve out a tree to make a canoe. Can you imagine how long that must have fucking taken? Admittedly, they may have used a primitive hammer and a chisel, but it still would have taken a long time. Right, let's see if we can get this out here. It almost looks like a sort of very small knot. Whatever it is, she's a bit stubborn. I can get my blade underneath it, so I don't want to leave it in there. Okay, we'll go up to the bottom of that. Okay, so this bit you might be able to see on the camera. And there's a slight difference in colour. I mean, I'd probably sand it. Well, no, if I didn't do anything with it now, then I definitely would sand it because it would need doing. But I can prep it just as well, like this. Hopefully. Bloody hell. Unless I should go taking way too much wood off and just causing more damage when I'm fixing. Now, okay, yes, it looks a mess now, but it won't once it's been stripped. Okay. Oh. We'll have another tiny little hole here, although it's sort of half a hole. So let's get the shit out of it, and then that can be filled. Okay. Right. Now, there is a big scratch going across the table here, but I'm not too worried about that because most of that is actually just in the varnish. interesting. Okay, there's a crack there, so that will need gluing. That's a split. And here, as you can see, there is quite an indent. It looks like there's been a repair here before. That particular bit where there's a hole, I'll fill. Yeah, it doesn't overhang. And to be honest, I think the rest of that bit, that'll be easy enough to just sand down. Now, any gluing or filling that I need to do, I'm not going to do until it's been stripped, obviously. Okay, so again on this, there isn't, it's not gone anywhere as deep as it did on the first two, but there's still a bit of tidying up to do on it. I mean, the glue should come off, or any glue residue that's on there should come off when I come to strip the wood. So I'm just sort of taking a bit off there just to check if there's any bits that I kind of need to dig out, and there isn't really. Just a tiny bit there, and a little bit there. Now if it's a pinhole, it's going to be very deep, so it might be worth holding off on that. Initially it looked more like just a hole rather than a pinhole, but looking at it, it may be a pinhole. Okay, so a little bit here, and this may be a similar thing. Okay. Just try to smooth that off a little bit more. Well, I think that's just about all the bits on this side, so let's give this a quick, ooh, what was that just called, my glove? Okay, so let's give these a little bit of sanding. I've realised that another candle on there. Okay, that's just about smooth enough for now. Okay, so where this split is, I'm just going to get a quick hopefully it doesn't go all the way through. This was the bit that I could have carved, but it was such a minimal affected area, or in depth. I think it'd be easier just to sand it. Okay, so I'll give a little bit of sanding. Right, so technically we are to the next bit now, which would be the dremeling. Just to finish off those pins, but I'm not going to do that on this video. I'll do it on the next one. So we'll have a nice short video now, because I'm trying to work out if I'm going to cook myself some breakfast, or if I'm going to cheat and go out and get myself a McDonald's or something. I didn't have a very good sleep last night. I was up early and I am now fucking starving. But yeah, so end of this one. We're getting there slowly. Once the dremeling has been done, I'm going to turn the table over and we can double check on how the top side is doing, and see if there's any work that needs doing on there, because genuinely I can't fucking remember if there is. Right, have a good one and I'll see you all again soon.